Hey guys, and welcome to my stimulus package update and stimulus check update. Wow, I haven't said those words in so long. I want you guys to know that I missed you more than you missed me, and I'm happy I'm back here for you with another video just to give you my perspective on everything that's been going on.
The national average of gas here in the United States has reached $4 a gallon for regular. This is according to AAA. Unbelievable. It's literally gone up by almost 10 cents per day. 8 cents yesterday. It was like 10 cents the day before, 11 cents the day before that. Look at this. A week ago, it was $3.60. It's gone up 40 cents in 1 week. 40 cents in 1 week. There's literally nobody else to blame but Putin and Russia. A month ago, it was $3.43, which is, what is that, 56 cents. Wow. 56 cents gas has gone up in 1 month. Wow. And look at the price of diesel here, $4.52 on average. A month ago, I know I might be in the corner here, a month ago it was $3.80. $3.80, and now it's $4.52. So that's an increase of 72 cents. And remember that diesel is what the truckers use, the semis use, and that is what ships all of our products. It's what ships your food to the store. It's what ships your goods to the store. Anything you buy on the shelf is shipped by diesel. Even if it's made here in the USA, it has to be shipped by a truck. So the price of diesel has gone up 72 cents in 1 month. 1 month. Now we also can look at what the price was a year ago. But remember, a year ago, these are a little bit skewed because we were coming off the lows of the pandemic. I mean, $2.76 is abnormally low. I mean, I think we all can agree that that's not a normal price for gas. I mean, when we go back even further into the pandemic, we were down like near around $2 a gallon. That's not quite normal for what we normally pay in the U.S. And I get the whole Trump versus Biden gas arguments. I get it. Again, I don't tend to lean towards either side. But we do gotta all kind of admit, when the country shut down, gas prices plummeted. That's the whole supply and demand thing. Again, that happened all across the world as well. But this is why we can see just literally in a month, again, you can just see it's just all because of Russia. I mean, what has happened in the last month but the Russia war? I mean, you can just see that there's nothing else that's happened in the last month but the Russian war crisis. Russia, Ukraine, last 4 weeks, it's literally all the news. It's just crazy. So, yeah, and the problem here is that this is really affecting us, Americans. So, yeah, I mean, now, granted, it's not nearly as bad as what's going on for Ukraine. Our thoughts and prayers go out to them as well. But it's also affecting us here. So we're talking about everything here. It's affecting everybody. It's affecting Americans here as well, because especially people on low income. People that make low income that were already struggling to get by. Now, when gas is an extra 50 cents per gallon, and that's just one thing, diesel is an extra 70 cents per gallon. And if you don't buy diesel, I get it, because, if you don't have a diesel truck, I get it. But the problem is that goes directly into everything you buy. When you go to buy milk, you go to buy eggs, you go to buy cereal, you go to buy any type of food, guess how that got to the store? A diesel semi-truck. You go to buy diapers, you go to buy clothing, you go to buy shoes. Guess how they got to this Walmart? A diesel truck. And even if these things come from overseas, which remember, if you go to Walmart, if you ever got a few minutes of time, go to Walmart or go to your local store, a Burlington, a CVS, any type of store. It'll be a good little exercise for you here. So remember, the majority of our food made here in the U.S., because it's not like they're shipping milk from overseas, right? They're not shipping eggs from overseas. Crackers, not really coming from overseas. But a lot of the goods on your store, plastic stuff, a broom, a mop, pair of shoes, sunglasses, anything like that, a lot of that stuff comes from overseas. It'll be a good little exercise for you to just kind of go down the aisle of Walmart and just kind of, when you got a few minutes, whether it's Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, any store, they're all the same. It's not that one store is picking more things from overseas or not, but just go down the aisle and just take 20 products all at random, turn it around and see where it's made. You're going to see the vast majority of products are not made in the US when they're not food products. And this isn't because people don't want to buy products in the US. I know this because I have a business where I sell products on Amazon. It's simply because of pricing. And I'll tell you this because, you know, when I sell products on Amazon, and I teach people to sell products on Amazon, it's basic economics. It's basic price 101. When you go to try to buy something made in the US, it's just a lot more money. It's just a lot more money. It's just the way it is. Yeah. And honestly, truth be told, it's actually a lot harder to find a lot of things made in the US. If you want to go buy a bucket, I'm looking at a kid's bucket here, Julian's bucket. If you want to go buy a bucket, you can go on websites where you can find manufacturers from around the world that already make buckets really, really easily. You want to try to find a bucket, a place from the US that makes buckets, it's actually just way harder to find companies in the US that make buckets or mops or anything like that, where you can private label it and call it your own brand. Because the US just really doesn't have a lot of companies that do that. Because a lot of entrepreneurs have already learned that the US is just way more money for that type of stuff. So the problem here is that if a bucket, and I'm just using a bucket as an example, you could just literally be anything, right? It could be a chair, it could be a couch, it could be a light bulb, it could be anything, right? Here's the problem, right? Is that if a light bulb cost $2 to get it made from any other country, China, Taiwan, anywhere, right? But if it costs $4 to get made in the US for every single item, where do you think the companies are going to get it made? It's just that it's economics, right? So some people try to choose made in America, but the problem is when you choose made in America, you have to charge more. And the problem is that when you go down the aisle and you're looking at light bulb, light bulb, light bulb, light bulb, and you see, now remember, if somebody says it's $2, okay, and then, you know, you have to make a profit, the store has to make a profit. So ultimately, if it costs $2 to make it, and then you got to make a profit of $1, the store has to make a profit of $1, and let's just say it ultimately sells for $5, okay? So here's the $5 light bulb, and again, I'm just making up numbers here, so the math might not ultimately add up, right? But I'm just kind of using this as an example. But let's just say this light bulb's $5. $5. But here's the Made in America one. That one's going to have to be like $10. Because again, it started off as $4. They're going to make a profit. The store's going to make a profit. It's all based on percentages, right? Or let's just say it's $8 or $9. Are you going to pay $9 for that. Let's just say it's not a light bulb, because I know we're getting expensive for a light bulb here. Let's just say it's something for your kitchen or something, right? Are you going to pay almost twice as much? Because remember, it was a $2 item to buy and a $4 item to buy. Are you going to pay twice as much for that item? And it's just basically the same item. And you're looking at them on the shelves. The only real difference is on the back of the box. One says made in China and one says made in the USA. And if you don't look at the back of the box, you might not even know if it says made in China or made in the USA. And that's why I kind of tell you, go down the aisle and look at the boxes and see, where do they say made in the USA, made in China? Because honestly, you probably don't even know. Now, when you walk down the aisle and you're looking at prices, how often do you buy the most expensive item? If you're saying never or very rarely, keep that in mind. Because remember, they're pushing for $15 an hour minimum wage here. We just had a story where they're producing computer chips. But honestly, some things have to be produced in America. Medicine, food. They can't produce milk overseas. And honestly, it is a good thing to do that here in the U.S. because as they produce more and more things in the U.S., we don't have to ship them. We're not reliant on other countries. And as they produce more and more things in the U.S., the cost will come down. The cost will come down. So they're going to start with like expensive things, not like little cheap things like buckets and stuff where they make those things for so cheap over there, right? They're going to start with things like semiconductors. And, well, first of all, medicines are mandated. They have to be made. Well, not necessarily, but, they're going to start with things that are important to be made over here, not like really cheap buckets and mops and stuff, okay? But all these things are kind of going to inflation here, right? And that's kind of the little bit of an issue with Made in America is that our labor is just much, much more expensive than other countries. It also has to do with the price of our dollar. A dollar's worth a lot more than a Russian ruble or a Chinese yen. All that is factored in. So just all this stuff is a little bit of stuff to think about. But yeah, next time you get a moment and you're in the store, go look and see what is made in the USA, what is made in China or made. Everybody said, "Oh, buy USA," but you'd be surprised how many things are not made in the USA. And it's not that people don't want to buy USA; it's just that it costs more. But this is something that they're trying to figure out on how to make more things in the USA. The problem is when they make things more in the USA, they cost more, and that will make inflation go up higher. So it's not an easy thing to figure out. It's something they're going to try to figure out over the course of this next year or two. And this next stimulus package, called potentially Made in America, actually might spend money from the Fed, from our country, to help figure this problem out. They might spend logistics money, infrastructure money, to actually help reduce the cost of doing this.
Alright guys, this is all I have for you in this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really missed you. Hopefully I'll see you here again very, very soon. And I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on everything we talked about here in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate you all. Please hit the like button on the video, share this video with your friends and family, and subscribe if you haven't already, and click that notifications bell to be notified that whenever I publish new videos for you. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.